Hey, what's going on? It's another vlog. I'm Josh.
I'm Jen.
And yesterday we spent most of the day working at the beach and it was great. It
Yeah.
was it was a lot of fun. We took lunch and grabbed our daughters and went and sat right on the water
Mm-hmm.
to eat, and then found a picnic table, opened up the iPads, started creating, got some coffee, and just right in the shade of a tree, watching some commercial fishermen out in the water, and seeing fish jump and seeing fish get pulled in, and
Yeah.
listening to the seagulls. It was really, really great. And I mean, what a great office.
Yeah.
What a great office.
Love it.
It was funny. We recorded yesterday, and then we were talking about just kind of, hunkering down and getting set up to work. And I said, hey, let's get ready and go. Let's go. Like, we don't have to sit here.
Right.
We don't, I mean, we love our porch. It's great. We've created it into our own little sanctuary where we really like being here. But it was like, let's go mix it up. And then we ended up having to leave a little earlier than we anticipated, so we dropped the kids off, and then we went down to a distillery and sipped on some old fashions and pulled out the iPads and did a little more designing, a little more uploading. And so we did some research, though,
Yes.
some more research on SEO. And so I want to kind of let you found some really good information
Yeah.
yesterday. So
Yeah, so I specifically was looking into Etsy's SEO because that's where we want to rank first. And they really like it when you use phrases in your keywords that match your tags. So instead of breaking it up and doing 3 different tags for, say, Mother's Day shirt, try and make that one tag, Mother's Day shirt, and then comma in your title, and then also as your tag. Don't break it up and do Mother's Day shirt.
Right.
And so that was just one of the tips, is try to use phrases, little short descriptive, because you don't have a lot of room, but do your best. The other thing that I read was that they really they want your title and your tagline, like your tags, to match. But if you use the same tags over and over, you're not going to
on different posts or on the same post?
both. You don't want to use it more than once. You can't use it more than once on the same post. But if you start to use the same exact tags for every listing, then when that is being searched for, even if it is an exact search, they're not going to put all 20 of your things out front for people to see. They're only going to bring like 1 or 2. That way.
So, for example, if you were doing dog shirts,
Mm-hmm.
and you had 20 dog shirts and they were all pretty much titled the same and tagged the same,
Yeah.
Etsy's only going to grab 1 or 2 of them.
Yes, and put out into that.
and put into the into the search results. So you want to have things
Yeah.
mixed up in case somebody. I mean, and this is just a funny example, but if somebody searched canine shirt instead of dog shirt,
Yeah.
that's what and so it may be mom shirt versus mother's shirt, or dad shirt versus father's shirt,
Right.
and just using the synonyms,
Yes.
right? Just finding the synonyms for those words,
Yep.
and covering all your bases.
Right. Yeah. Because the reason for that is so that more shops can be seen, and not just the ones that they grab or see, that rank first. So it's a good reason, but it just it challenges you to be a little bit more creative, and having more of those descriptive words, because you do want to rank when they're searched. It's pretty general to say dog shirt, right? Like, so you really want to get specific. Is it a specific breed of dog? Is it, are you, try and use maybe even color. I don't know. That's where I'm trying to figure all that out. Because it's
Yeah.
a challenge to try and okay.
Well, this is the stuff that we're testing, and that we're
Yeah.
going to report back to you guys,
Right.
and let you know what we find, and what starts working. And I mean, we've already I didn't see our stats today. Usually it's the first thing we check, but I didn't. Did you look this morning?
I think we had 2 I think visits, I think,
2 visits.
so far this morning when I checked, but
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. So
yeah.
SEO is really, I mean, we want to have this set up so that it's working without having to run ads. We still will run ads, but we want to glean everything we can and get the most out of the SEO. And that's why it's not the fun work, it's not the creating.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if it's what's going to bring your sales, it's what's
definitely
important.
it's definitely important. Yeah.
And we're gonna keep experimenting.
Yeah.
And as we get stuff, really, really like nailed down and very streamlined, we're gonna bring that same information to you.
Yeah, we'll do our best. And I think that's one thing, though, just to note is that, first of all, it takes a little bit of time. So you don't want to just one day be like, oh, we didn't get anything, that must suck. No, give it time to like get into the system, get into the algorithms before you can actually test it. And then algorithms do change. So you do kind of have to just always be keeping an eye on what's selling, what's being searched for. And if you see some of your things are like popping and others aren't, it's not that you don't have a great design. It could be that you don't have great SEO, and you just need to play with it from time to time.
And once the SEO is on point, what's the expiration date on a listing?
Etsy's listings are good for 3 months before they will just expire. But the other thing I learned, Etsy wants you to...
What's our expiration date?
Right. So when you renew an item... Okay, actually, let me back up. When you list, they give you a little bit of a push. Sometimes I read it could be a couple hours, it could be a couple days, but they'll give you a little bit of a push out into their algorithm just to see how people respond to it. And the same will happen for renewing, but maybe not just as great. Maybe a little bit less of a push, but they do recommend listing regularly. You can relist the same item. Okay, so it's okay to have multiples throughout your store.
That's a loud car.
You know, it's use your shop sections for sure, but once you have 50 pages of stuff, it's okay to keep relisting. No one's going to go through and search all those, right? So if they find your shop and want to look at your shop and see what you have to offer, so it's a good thing to relist and renew.
But you have to delete your original one. So you just leave it up. You just leave the old one and relist the same.
You don't want to delete.
But does it affect the because we talked about not having the same shirt with the same keywords and the same tags.
So if the same
if you're relisting the exact same thing, is it going to hurt you?
From what I understand is no, because it's still going to pull up one of those same 5 shirts. Okay. So whether it was the one you posted a week ago or today, as the same exact keywords and tags, so one of them will get found.
Got it. Okay.
And then you don't want to, if you start deleting, you're going to mess up. If you are pinning things, you don't want to all of a sudden delete something that's been pinned.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're going to lose that link.
Got it. That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, and Etsy, anything I read did not say delete old ones, add new ones. It was just keep adding or renewing. So.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's very good to know. So you can do exactly what we're doing. Today's going to be a work day of creating, uploading, and researching. And the way we're researching, Google searches, Etsy SEO, YouTube videos, Etsy SEO, and just really trying to get a good grasp of it. We've been working in SEO for years, but I have this tendency to where by the time I get to where I'm uploading, and getting the listing, I'm like, I just want this up, right? I just want to, and so you may have the tendency to want to cut corners. Don't cut those corners.
Don't do it.
The most you could have the coolest design ever, but if nobody finds it because the SEO isn't on point, it's not going to matter. Yeah. But you mix the coolest design with the best SEO, and you're talking about, the sales potential is incredible.
Yeah,
is incredible. So
for sure.
Yeah,
it's very important. Yep. So take the time, do the research, and you won't be sorry.
You will not be sorry. So let us know if you're catching any of these videos and you started selling. Let us know how your journey's going. We want to know. Connect with us on all the socials, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Bye.